Hello again. This is the second installment on Ecclesiastes chapter 11. Ecclesiastes chapter 11. We'll talk about who owns the copyright, right? People take the Bible, they get things, they coin, they rename it, and they never give God credit. Like I said in John, the book of John, chapter 2, verse 11, that's where it says, just whatever he asks you to do, just do it. That was Mary. Mary is the one. So it's like Nike's logo say, just do it. So it's not originally from Nike, it's from the Bible. Now, the second scripture that I started sharing my first of today's installments is Ecclesiastics. And I talked about it in the terms of, again, business, right? Who owns the copyright? The Bible, so many people in the business space, creating wealth and stuff, they coin things out of the Bible, they extract it out of the Bible, and they don't want to give God the credit. They don't want to, say this is from the Bible. They just, make it like as if. So one of those things is like when you say multiple streams of income and creating wealth and stuff like that. Look at this Ecclesiastes chapter 11 from verse 1. This is the Good News translation, I believe. It says, invest your money in foreign trade, and one of these days you will make a profit. Put your investment in several places, many places, even because you never know what kind of it says you never know kind of bad luck you are going to have in this world. So I'm going to verse 5. Say God made everything and you can know God made everything and you can no more understand what he does than you understand how new life begins in the womb of a pregnant woman. So it talks about verse 3, no matter which direction a tree falls, it will lie where it is fallen. When the clouds are full, it rains. If you wait until the wind, that is the key, the main chapter, no matter verse 1 and verse 4, it says verse 3 and 4, verse 1, 3 and 4, no matter what direction, no, verse 4, sorry, if you wait until the wind and the weather are just right, you will never plant anything and never harvest anything. So you see from here, verse 1, invest your money. And I want to read it in a different translations. Verse, I think is the Amplified. Say, cast your bread upon the waters, for you will find it after many days. So, and it talks about give portion to 7. Yes, even divide it to 8. For you know not what evil may come upon the earth. So it's talk about diversifying, investing in different things, multiple streams of income. This is where it comes from. And we know that God gave more, the writer of Ecclesiastes that God used to write it with human voice is Solomon. So Solomon is the one that God used his voice to portray that, you should invest. And we see from the creation, right? From Genesis, you see how God invested during his creation. He invested in so many different kinds of animals, different kinds of trees. He invested on the earth, in the air, in the land. He invested, and then he said multiply. So even I think it's in Isaiah, I don't remember the chapter, but I think it's Isaiah 60, where it says 1 can chase 1,000, 2 will chase 10,000. So you see multiplication. When they say interest rate, those things comes from the Bible straight up. I have given you some few scriptures here. Interest rates, they put name on it and they don't give God the credit. But I come to tell you, you should give God credit. Whatever the Bible said, there's nothing that we have, that we receive, that is not of God. There's nothing on this earth except sin. Sin is the only thing that's not originated from God. Everything that you can see, that you cannot see, originated from God. It's from God. Every good and perfect gift is from God. So you're doing business as a Christian. You don't have to separate your business from your daily Christian life. Actually, God is a businessman, he's a business being. He implanted Jesus. He planted Jesus. The Bible says, from him, many sons. Many sons, if you, I think it's the book of Colossians. So, God is a business being. He is a business. He's the author of business. He's the, it's human and devil uses human to intercept, wants us to do addition. Business is supposed to be multiplication. And you see how even the structure, the humans have gotten greedy and restructure things. When you put your money in the bank, they're doing addition for you. It's like 0.00001%. You have to put at least 25,000 before you can get any interest, and the interest is so minimal, right? But when they ask you to get credit card, when you get a credit card, the law permits it to the maximum, I believe, 25%, and it's calculated compounding interest. But when they're giving you, you put your money, I don't know where you put your money. Don't put your money in savings. It's actually you're losing money with inflation and no interest. The bank is using your money to do business. They lend your money to those that are giving credit card. So if you do not have, you like, what are you talking about? Yeah, the Bible is a book of a king that does business. God is a business God. He's a business being, and he does business. And Jesus is the head of the empire, if I can put it that way. Jesus is the king. He's the prince. He's the king of glory. He's a firstborn of the kingdom. So people don't like to give God credit. All the ideas that are coming from people is because God gave it to them. God gave us brain, and we must not, but we shouldn't put our brain before God. So we walk by faith and implementing everything God said to us in his word. So God is a business God. So people just take things from the Bible, lift it straight. You see it everywhere, and they never give God the credit. They say the universe. No, God created the universe. Human beings are above in hierarchy. We're above the universe. You're not supposed to be worshiping the universe, giving thanks to the universe. No. So we have to invest in the brain God gave us is to create. The capacity that is inside of me is to create. Like the Solomon that was talking, Solomon created many things, Proverbs. He wrote down a lot of things that his contemporary was coming. They were coming and paying him to sit under him as a consultant in today's time, right? Those are the names that are coined and shifting things that are from the Bible out of the Bible without giving God the credit. So why I say, who owns the copyright? God owns the copyright of everything. So Solomon, if you read the book, I don't remember the chapter where when the Queen of Sheba came to visit Solomon, right? Queen of Sheba came to visit Solomon. I want to find it. It's what's the Bible verse? It's in the book of Kings. The book of Kings, chapter 1, chapter 10. The book, 1 Kings, chapter 1, verse 1 to 2. I think I'm going to do a video on that one because, so just focusing on, how Solomon was able to monetize and able to lead the people God gave him, because he asked God for wisdom and God gave him wisdom, and then he put things in structure and became the wealthiest man. He converted that wisdom by putting structure into place and converted everything that other kings were paying him, like royalty from what he was writing, and he put up so many things in writing and in consulting and explaining difficult things for people. So everything is from the Bible. You see it, people don't like to acknowledge God, but acknowledge God, not just acknowledge, but acknowledge Jesus is God and Lord.